Hi there, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share a little haul. I went by Michael's and they have the new Craft Smart 12 by 12 special edition paper pads out. And I picked up a few of the new ones just because I can't resist really cute paper. Now, at the time that I purchased these and that I'm showing this video, they were $3.99, which I think for 12 by 12 paper is a great price. You get 48 sheets. First one is Purple Perfection. Now I'm going to do my best to show the papers, but it's a little bit difficult to get all of them in the shot, but let's take a look. Now this one is the Purple Perfection, and you get 2 of each design, so beautiful butterflies. And then this one has the image along the bottom. This one's really pretty too. Here's the first cut apart sheet. This one is a little deeper purple background. This is one of my favorites. It's kind of like the ink blended modeling look. Here's one with gold foil. Love that. And here's some stripes. And just a lot of purple flowers. Here's the second cut apart. These are 6 by 6. And here's another one with the modeling ink blended look. I love these. You can do so much with them. And here's another darker purple. Some of these I'm going to be using for Halloween, because I love to add purples in Halloween crafting. This is another one that's so pretty. Look at that. And here is a gold foil frame around the edges here. Then this one's pretty. It looks like purple daisies. And this one is diagonals, and then there's gold foiling here as well. And here's more of a lavender. More butterflies. And here's the strips with a lot of gold foiling. Super pretty. This one is kind of ombre. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but it is ombre down, lighter at the top, and then it goes darker. Here's another one with that modeling look. I'm glad that they included a lot in that. And that's the end of that paper pad. So that's Purple Perfection. Next one I was very excited about is this Dolce Citrus. Now, I don't have anything like this. The purple one and this one with the lemons and oranges, I don't have anything like it in my stash. And I know that I'm going to get a lot of use out of these colors, especially with spring crafting. But look at the lemons. Now, I just recently picked up a lemon dye that's different, like lemon slices and the whole lemon, and that's going to be perfect with this paper. So great for cards. And then this really pretty yellow. Again, I'm not sure the camera's going to pick it up, but it's got a little flower design. Then here is the blue with the lemons in the corners. Really, really pretty. And then this is lemon slices. And you can't tell it from the camera. It's a very, very pale, pale, pale pink background with the yellow lemon slices. And this one is mostly blue, design, almost like a tile look. And here is a gold foil. And really pretty yellow leaves. Here's cut apart, 6x6 cut aparts. Kind of makes me want a big glass of limoncello. And the other thing I liked was this beautiful blue and white check. Really, with the lemon dyes that I have, putting the lemon dyes against this blue and white check is going to be really pretty. And here's a pale orange. And then we get into the oranges. And this is a great paper too. The blue background with the oranges, and some of them are sliced with the little orange flowers. Then this is a really soft cream background with oranges. And then here's cut aparts. Here's a blue. And then this is a real pretty design too, with lots of lemons, almost like a kitchen look. I love that one. And here is blue and white, kind of a mottled. Then this one is really one of my favorites because it looks like mosaic tile, ceramic tile. And here's the lemons on the corners. Here's another one that looks like tiles. Here is an orange grove. And the next cut aparts. Blue and white. Gold foil, you can't tell, and that's the last one for that pad. The next one is Wildflower Cottage. Now, I went back and forth about getting this, but I'll show you when I get to it what was the censure for me to get this particular collection paper pad. I really like this paper. You cannot see it well, but it's lavender and pink squares. Very neutral background. And these flowers are pretty, not my favorite. Here's some cut aparts in the pastel and this kind of mint green. I like the stripe. It's green and kind of a soft beigey color. Then this is a very neutral pink. A little bit of modeling. I really like this green. The little boxes there are liked. This is a pretty floral. Again, as a card maker, I'm going to cut this in a way that I'll get most of the florals on my card. And this is a pale lavender. Here's where I really wanted the paper, strawberries. Now, these are kind of muted. But again, I have some strawberry dyes that I think are going to complement this really nicely. And that is one of the features of this pad that really drew me. Here's a little alphabet with some florals. And this green modeling, I thought I could do some stenciling on this. Now here's some swans, not my favorite page, but if you like the Maggie Holmes, you'll probably really love this. And then more flowers, really pretty for Easter cards. This is pretty for that. I like the stripe again. Cut aparts. Very nice. I really like the strawberries. Strawberries drew me to this pad. And then I also like this purple or lavender check. Then here's a mottled lavender. And then the strawberries. I think that we're going to get into repeating here, which the other pads really didn't repeat, but this one seems to. Here are the strips that you can cut up. There's beauty everywhere. That's just delightful. Nice to cut those for making some horizontal cards. And then this is really pretty. I like the soft green background with the flowers. Purple swans. And that's the last page. So this one is Wildflower Cottage. I picked it up for strawberries. Now the last pad that I got is the Fresh Solids. Now I actually picked up 2 of these. Because they're solids, I'm going to use these all year long. I can use the, yellow for Halloween, for Easter, for summer, beach cards. The same thing with the pink. I can use it now for Valentine's Day, this rose and the pink. And the green I can use at Christmas. So, yeah, I'll get a lot of use out of cutting these up for die cuts, as well as, in fact, this yellow will be gorgeous for the lemons that I was talking about. But I'll just do a quick flip through on this. As I said, I got 2 of this one because I know that I will really go through it. Now, in this case, you get, I think it's 5 of each. Actually, it's 6 of each. So 6 of the yellow, 6 of this really pretty, kind of like, it would be really pretty for the strawberries. It's a peachy, it's a pinky red. And then speaking of pink, a light pink, and a deeper pink. So I'll get a lot of use out of these colors for Valentine's Day, for Easter, for summer crafting. And then again, for Easter, this lavender is really, really pretty. And then a deeper purple. And then here is a blue with a little bit of green in it. And then the green. And that ends the pad. So, yeah, I love this. And these are the Fresh Solids. Now, there were some other pads. I really didn't feel like I would use them. They were kind of on the darker side. Maybe closer to, looking like fall pads. They just didn't jump out at me. I pretty much stuck with what I thought I could use out of this particular release. So that is a look at the 4 Craftsmith paper pads that I picked up. I hope you enjoyed taking a look. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you a great day, and I'll see you next time.